Alright guys, before we get into this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the video. Okay.
Laning, you kill minions. Jungle, you kill what they're called as camps. This is what this is. Red buff. It gives you, it like slows enemies if I'm not mistaken. And when you hit them, and it helps with,
wow.
It's just a normal good thing to have. You never want to attack those right after you get buffed.
Okay.
Because with most champions, you can't take that camp level 1 or level 2 yet. Since you are still level 1, you want to come right back here because of no smite. You want to come right back here and kill the blue buff, what it's called.
This is blue buff? Okay.
We'll probably do another game where, you know, actually give you smite.
Smite and my runes.
Yes.
Okay.
But right now we're just gonna go through basic.
Dude.
So we go here next. This is, I just call it Big Frog.
Big Frog.
There's not really anything else that I can call it. And then, normally, by now, right here, what it's called is Scuttle.
Scuttle.
When you kill it, it basically kind of gives you like a free ward right here, so you can see if anybody's walking by here.
Oh, that's cool. Well, he's not here, so should we just...
Yeah. We'll go here, probably. Oh wait, it's spawned.
Oh, that... Oh, okay.
Not only does it do that, but when you kill it, it does give you extra health. Well, a regen, basically. And then once you kind of like figure out your like route in jungle, you can go and basically kill most things. Like your route, what I mean by route is like how we went from here to here, then here, then we grab Scuttle, and then here.
Okay.
It's like you gotta just, once you get used to it, you'll know how you want to go about it.
Okay.
By now you'd be level 3, halfway to level 4 if you had smite. So normally you would be able to take that now.
Okay.
But for now we'll come here. Now with these guys, don't take them low health because when you kill this big one, it goes into 2 of those.
Don't kill the big one?
Of course that does a lot of damage, and that's not something that's like thing. And then these go into 2 of those. Now with jungling, your first thing is always farming these camps first.
Okay.
As long as you can do that efficiently and, you know, well, then you can eventually, of course, be stronger against enemies.
Yeah. So
now,
does
this
jungle...
right here,
oh, this is drag. I know this.
This is... we can take it right now. Sad thing is I haven't farmed any yet. Ooh. Maybe... Yeah, we can barely... can we take it?
I think we can. Ooh.
Oh. Can you do it? Is it?
Maybe. Come on.
Level 3 again?
Nope.
Oh,
I was close.
dang.
I was so close.
That was... Of course, there, normally you'd have your bot lane or your mid lane come up come to help you with that, just so you can ensure it, and then once it gets like to 300 health, you'd smite it.
Okay, so I got the starting items. Should I get early items or essential items next? Or should I get offensive?
Early items.
Early items? Okay.
As a rule of thumb with that, you always want to grab offensive items unless you are taking too much damage from enemies.
Okay. Forgot I can use the mini map to move.
Yeah, I shouldn't have started that. Of course, by now, since you killed all those camps, you'd probably be level 5 by now.
If I had smite.
Which would be good. And then me, I'd be at top lane and I'd be level 5, almost level 6. The only thing that sucks is we didn't do your runes and we didn't grab your smite.
Well, I mean, we can just leave this match and we can get them.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's not affecting anything, but I'm actually kind of liking this.
This is really good. This is first part of jungling. Jungling, first part, farming, getting like your jungle item, it's called. You'll see that once you have smite and everything. That's the normal jungling thing, is farming. That's number 1. If you don't farm, you're not gonna do anything. Farming is always more important than kills. That's something even Star doesn't understand for some reason. She goes for kills instead of farming, which is not good. And after you farm,
should I go for this thing again? Too late.
About... Did you hear the thing about farming being more important than killing?
Yes. You said it's better to farm than take the kills because of the buffs that you get from the jungle.
Yes. What this right here, it's a blast cone. When you stand like in the little kind of circle that's kind of here.
Yeah.
You smack it, and then you should see like a red thing, and it kind of just sends you.
Oh, it doesn't.
So normally you'd want to hit it, and then it'd send you into drag.
Oh, okay.
Just so the enemy can't use it to try and steal it.
Oh, okay.
And then what this is, when you kind of hover over it, you see like there's like blue, and then it kind of sends out, and it shows you.
Oh,
if
it gives
any
mana.
Enemies right there. That, and it's kind of like a ward kind of a thing. It just shows you if there's any enemies in that direction.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is very useful. And then these different 3, you can take these guys, the wolves, pretty simply. And that's really jungling. That's number 1, farming. Number 2, using your different items that you, well, not items, but different, I don't know what really to call them, but utilities to your advantage. And then number 3 is gates. That's when you go and you help out a lane.
Okay.
So like, say here, your top laner has tied 3 times. You'd either, since we're on this side, you'd sit like right here until you see a good opportunity to go in and either do as much damage as possible or kill. kills are good if you're helping out your laner. That's when kills are good.
Okay.
And then that's the whole ganking thing for top. Normally you sit here, sometimes you sit here. It just depends on how aggressive they're being.
Okay.
And then what this right here, this is called Rift Herald.
Okay.
You kill it, and you get, it's basically its eye kind of a thing. And you can, it replaces your ward, and when you drop it, it spawns him, except he does massive turret damage.
Okay.
And then first, you see how it kind of dashed right there?
Yeah. You want to be out of the way of that, I'm guessing?
Yes. And then when you see its back kind of open up, like it will in a couple seconds here, like that, when you hit it, it does a lot more damage to it. That's kind of where its eye is. And then big smacks, you want to kind of back up for a little bit sometimes, unless you know you can tank it easy. And then right here it'll spawn, and then you picked it up right there. And then if you see like where your ward is normally, it kind of shows like a little eye thing.
Yeah.
And then 90% of the time you'd bring it top, but just for like
For this, we're not going to.
showing you purposes, we'll drop it here. So always before you drop it, you want to clear the minion wave, so there's nothing that it'll get distracted on except for turret. This thing, it's purely for turret damage. Then now when you want to drop it, you want to come like here-ish in this area, look this way, and press 4.
I'm pressing forward, nothing's happening.
It should be 4.
Minion, is it a minion thing?
Say that one more time.
A minion dematizer?
No. It's called Eye of the Herald.
I do not see that in my thing, so are you sure you don't have it?
No, you have it, but look.
Oh, I see it. There.
Yes. There you go. And it spawns it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And then it'll come right here, and then look, it'll dash to turret, and it does a lot of damage to it.
Oh, that's awesome.
You get, you can get up to 2 of those per game. It just depends on how fast you get it early on.
So I want to target that pretty much.
Yes,
for when we
that's
play
really
competitively.
That, you always get drag first, and then you help top lane if they need it, and then you grab Rift.
Okay.
That's how I've been doing it. That's how Austin doesn't really do it like that, because he doesn't really grab Rift unless I go with him, purely because it's useful, but it's always a risk, because if the enemy jungler is there, they can try and steal it from you. So now you are level 6, and I do have level 3, so you can take this. And then when you're looking at the health, when you have smite, you would smite it like right now when it's at 300.
Okay.
And then of course the different dragons give you different buffs. Like Mountain, it gives you armor and magic resistance. And then Ocean gives you like healing. And then Cloud Drake gives you a reduced cooldown on your R.
Oh.
And Infernal, which is next, is more damage. So really, in all honesty, jungling is easier than lane.
So then, yeah, I should...
Purely because you don't have to fight all the time. You're not in a constant battle.
Yeah.
You're just farming up, doing as best you can. That's really all jungling is. With me, I'm playing a tank character, so I'd be taking all the damage. His name's Shen, and he's my dad. There it is. And then when you hold tab, you see me, you see you, and then you would see our other team, and then the enemy team.
Yeah.
And then at the top, middle of your screen, you see like a blue at the far left of that, and then you see red.
Yes.
And then you see, like, when you hover over it, it's called Baron. Baron gives you massive buffs.
Okay.
But it is the hardest thing to kill on your own. Zen, if I'm not mistaken, cannot solo Baron. The time you want to go for Baron is when you have killed the whole enemy team. Then your whole team would rush Baron. Most of the time.
Okay.
There are times you don't want to do that. Those times are if your Nexus is going to be destroyed, or if your enemy has no turrets there or there, then you would just rush and kill the Nexus before they respawn.
Okay.
With one big thing is knowing when or when not to go for something. So with Dragon, if your bot lane is having a really bad time, you don't want to go for Dragon because you need to help your bot lane.
Okay.
Bot lane is the hardest place to know when to gank because there are two enemies and it's just more damage against you. Because normally they'd focus the jungler, which is smart and also not good for the jungler.
Oh.
Let me think. Is there anything else with jungle? With jungle, there's not that much in the whole, like, what to do. It's actually quite simple. Once you have a route you can take in jungle, and of course you know what to do.
Yeah.
That's the easiest thing. Being completely honest, I think you could be a really good jungler once you know about your smite and then your items.
Well, if you want to switch into that, we can, and we can start another.
This would be the smartest thing because without your smite and then, of course, runes. Well, runes don't really matter until you start playing in a real game, of course.
Well, yeah, but I think we should surprise Austin tonight.
Yes. He'll be surprised.
So you want to do that? We can do it after Among Us or before Among Us, depending on what everyone's around.
Oh yeah.
I think that would be the best thing to do.
I'm still in shock that you chose jungle.
What is that?
That's my ward. It's just a skin for the ward.
Oh, okay. I was like, ooh, sword. Thank you.
I told you about that. So yeah, I think we need to go and get you your smite and your runes for it.
Alright. Alright guys, that's it for today's episode. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.